My name is Wiley Sharp and I'm a catamaran expert at Denison Yacht Sales in Fort Lauderdale. One of the main advantages that catamarans have over monohulls and why we've seen them become more and more popular in the Caribbean is the livability of a catamaran. You can take a 45-foot catamaran and it'll have a beam anywhere from 20 feet to 25, 26 feet. So what that translates to is roughly the same amount of space that you'd find in a 60-foot monohull. And that, for living aboard, just makes things a lot more comfortable. Another key feature of the livability of a catamaran is everything, for the most part, is on the bridge deck. So you've got a really nice natural flow from the salon out to the cockpit, from the cockpit back into the salon, from the salon to the cockpit into the water. I mean, it just brings you very, very close to nature when you're in the salon or cockpit of a catamaran. Another big feature on catamarans is the stability. Catamarans are significantly more stable than monohull, not just underway, but also at anchor. You can be in a somewhat rolly anchorage and you'll look at a catamaran and it's just laying flat like that, whereas you'll see a monohull going like this, rolling in the swell. When you're out cruising in a catamaran, you don't have the rolling motion that you have in a monohull. If you're heading downwind, it tends to be a lot more stable. They also don't slam as hard if you're heading into a head sea like a monohull does. There's some pretty common misconceptions made by people that are opposed to catamaran ownership. One of those is the fact that some folks feel that catamarans are not blue water capable cruising boats. One of the big three production manufacturers out of South Africa, they've launched over 1,000 boats, and every one of those boats has crossed either the Atlantic Ocean or the Indian Ocean without an incident. Another misconception with catamarans is that they can be difficult to maneuver in close quarters, either docking, going into a well to haul out, coming into an anchorage, anything like that. Catamarans are extremely easy to maneuver in those tight situations. Earlier this summer, I closed on a 62-foot catamaran with an Australian client, and one of his concerns was the fact that there was no bow thruster, and he wanted to add a bow thruster to the boat, which I said was absolutely not necessary to do. So when we closed on the boat, I flew down, met him in St. Thomas, and showed him how easy the boat was to drive. And even with a 62-foot boat with a 30-foot beam, you could sit there with this controls, maneuver it 360 on a dime, walk it sideways. I mean, just a very easy boat to handle and control. So whether you're looking at buying a catamaran to put behind your house up here in the States for weekending on and maybe doing short trips over to the Bahamas, or if you're looking for a catamaran for extended blue water cruising throughout the Caribbean and around the world, please don't hesitate to give me a call or send me an email. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. My name is Wiley Sharp. I'm a catamaran expert at Denison Yacht Sales.